Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 3, where in the last episode we've investigated the disappearance of Dr. Garneau, only to find out that he's already dead and that there was something very spooky going on in the TGS Minerals research station where he was on. So let's head back to Dr. Bryson's lab. As I mentioned, I also did some going around the galaxy and finding stuff for the side quest missions. I could do a big round on the Citadel and basically hand it in. Yeah, let's see how much time is left after the events here.
We need to shield the artifact they've got here right away.
Using Garneau's data, I should be able to accomplish this without difficulty.
Damn thing's been here the whole time. Why weren't we affected?
Perhaps the amount of time spent near the artifact is key. After a certain duration, it affords Leviathan an impressive mind control capability.
I'd call it dangerous as hell. Bryson's assistant tried to kill me.
Perhaps Leviathan was controlling him to protect itself, diverting people away from its trail.
Maybe. It just shows we don't know what we're dealing with yet.
Despite the risk, this artifact remains our only link to finding Leviathan. Perhaps we could find more information about it here in the lab.
Agreed. Bryson's team might have turned up something we missed. I'll look around.
Alright. What's this? Energy emission tests. Artifact number. Hadley Derrick. Initial tests. Artifact test negative for infrared and ultraviolet emissions. No gamma or X-ray radiation detected. Follow-up tests. Artifact does not react to application of various stimuli. Internal readings inconclusive. No progress in determining age. Guess I stayed here all night finding out that this thing isn't really important. Fell asleep at desk. Conclusion. Artifact is definitely inert and safe. Recommend keeping it here for reference. We should all be near it. Maybe more useful than Leviathan in the long run. Recommend we abandon hunt for Leviathan and seek more productive studies. Interesting. The conclusion is very interesting because based on the tests, to keep it here and to be near it is not the conclusion that you'd draw naturally, right? It shouldn't
They
be.
were testing the artifact for energy emissions.
And found nothing. Still, I recommend leaving it shielded.
Anything interesting about the artifact's structure?
It is not constructed of the same compounds used in standard Reaper technology. Beyond that, nothing of relevance.
So, something going on here?
Edie, what project was Garneau working on when he found the artifact?
Basilisk.
Got anything on Basilisk?
Several ships, a mythical creature, and a rare mid-tier enemy type in the Galaxy of Fantasy video game. It possesses a gaze attack capable of triggering synced animation kills. Player forums describe it as overpowered.
The project.
I meant the project, Edie.
Oh. Then, no.
There's got to be something here on this artifact. What about the server?
Bryson's assistant wiped the office server and destroyed all backups, likely before killing Bryson. However, records show new messages on Bryson's personal comm terminal upstairs.
Could be worth a look.
Yep, let's go up there.
A message from Dr. Bryson's daughter, Anne. According to my records, she worked with her father.
I'm at the dig site in the Pylos Nebula. Project Scarab paid off. I've got another artifact like the one Garneau found. I think it could be affecting people's behavior. You need to shield the one in your office. I tried to warn Garneau, but I can't get through. They've got Reaper scouts coming in toward the main site. I'm heading to the secondary base to grab what research I can.
Seems
Anne
like she's in
Bryson was
trouble.
attempting to contact Garneau on the asteroid colony. She seems to know something about the artifact.
She sounded worried.
If Reaper forces were approaching, her concern was warranted.
Let's hope we get to her before they do.
She said she was in the Pylos Nebula, working for Project Scarab. That cluster contains several systems. I'll call up the nebula on the galaxy map. We may also search the lab for clues to narrow down her location.
Right. Let's do that. Again, we have to look for cues. So maybe we can find some cues.
These are the ships Dr. Bryson and his team used?
Yes. If we can find out which ship Anne Bryson took for Project Scarab, we may learn something.
Does anything in Anne Bryson's work history suggest where she might be?
Nothing relevant.
Alright, Task Force Aurora, current travel requisitions, Project Basilisk, Team Leader Garneau, Alex, Transport MSV Kirkwall. Project Scarab, Team Leader Bryson Ann, Transport MSV Icarus. Alright.
Anne Bryson flew out on a ship called the Icarus. Can you track its movements?
No. The Reapers have disrupted civilian comm buoys. But we might learn more if we find the ship's specifications. I believe you saw them earlier.
The Icarus. Here we go.
The ship has enhanced electrostatic discharge cells. They facilitate long-range FTL travel.
So they jumped to the Pylos Nebula by mass relay, then flew to another system.
Yes. Otherwise, they would have chartered a less expensive ship.
Okay, we can rule out the relay system.
Okay.
Loch Ness Monster?
Plesiosaur.
Loch Ness Monster's more interesting.
Interesting and non-existent.
Ah, you're ruining it, Edie.
Any correlation between Project Scarab and these unexplained creature sightings?
Not beyond Leviathan itself.
Any idea if Project Scarab involved Element Zero?
Unlikely. We may learn more from the Project Requisitions locker.
Okay. I think I saw a locker here in this office.
The locker is secure. We must locate an access card to open it.
Okay.
Access card for the requisitions locker?
Yes. According to records, it was last used by Anne Bryson to obtain equipment for Project Scarab.
Let's check what she took.
Let's see what Anne Bryson requisitioned for Project Scarab.
So...
Didn't need an environmental suit. Didn't take breathing masks. Water recycling equipment.
Based on what Anne Bryson did or did not requisition, the dig site was arid but habitable.
Get me a filter for systems with compatible planets.
Alright, let's apply those filters.
Based on the search data, it is one of these two systems. Based on the data, only one system remains a viable possibility.
Good.
Awesome.
Let's go get Anne Bryson.
Since there's still some time left, I think I'm gonna hand in at least some of the quests on the Citadel. I believe there's at least one near the bar, so let's start there. I think also Miranda gave us a call a while ago that she wanted to meet up for some reason, so I think you can also do that while we're here. Hello?
I recovered the Code of the Ancients from Dakuna. It's waiting for you in Bay D-24.
With shock and joy. Really, this is wonderful news. Thank you, human. Sincerely, this will greatly aid our people.
Right. So there's something in the bar. There's Edie, Joker, and Cortez at the bar. Alright, let's have a little R&R.
Will your new heavy armor keep you safe? I've watched reports on some of the things you're fighting.
Well, what's that must be an extra set of shit. I recovered some texts from a library in Reaper-controlled space. I can have them waiting for you at Bay D-24 if that would help.
Really? Oh, damn. Couldn't hurt. Thank you.
So, where is everyone? Oh, there's Cortez.
Shepard, you made it. Come have a drink with me.
You're looking happy.
You had it right. Yesterday can't change. Tomorrow, we might all be dead. Today is what matters. I'm not wasting it.
I wouldn't have thought a club would be to your tastes.
You don't have to get all hot and bothered to appreciate graceful dancing. There's an energy here. There's light. And Purgatory serves the best drinks. Here.
To you, Steve.
And to you, Shepard. A good friend when I needed one most. Thank you. For everything.
Alright.
I'll see you back on the Normandy.
So, what's going on with those two?
Hey, Commander. I was just about to get us another round.
Sure you were.
So, looks like you two are having fun.
Yes. Joker has been smiling and laughing at a significantly higher rate since he and I agreed upon a relationship. I mean, he is happier.
It seemed like you two might make a good match.
I was not so certain. When I first presented this body to Jeff, he seemed aloof.
Really? What did Joker say?
He said I didn't have to conform to some feminine ideal in order to impress him. I then called him on his bullshit, and we then proceeded to talk normally. After your encouragement, his attitude exhibited signs of change. He said he was reluctant, but you convinced him to go for it.
I'm always happy to help if it makes you happy.
I might have helped a little.
I see. Thank you for your support, Shepard. This is proving to be an illuminating experience.
Alright. So was there something more going on here? Edie and Joker, well, I talked to them, so let's leave again. We already had a drink and we saw some people dance, not that we actually danced ourselves, but it's maybe better this way. Alright. Let's leave and let's go to the Citadel Commons at least.
Spectre status recognized.
Presidium
One
Commons, I mean.
moment, please.
Because I believe I have a lot of stuff to hand in
Now
here.
arriving at Presidium
Yeah.
Commons.
Yeah, there's some things. So, let's first head to the apartments. Because Miranda wanted to meet there, I think. And there's also an Solarian researcher here who wanted something.
Actually, I found a Caecilisaur skull preserved in amber. Maybe you could clone it, or...
You're kidding? You're kidding. Seriously? Well, if the genetic material is intact, we could... We've got cloning facilities on Sirkesh. Caecilisaur genes were remarkably pliable. Cloning might be effective.
Alright. So, I think the apartment where Miranda is somewhere around here. Hello?
I got your message, Miranda. Is this about your sister?
Shepard, I need access to Alliance resources. I can't say any more. You'll just have to trust me.
That's what I sort of appreciate about you, Miranda. You don't do small talk, you get straight to business. So, what is it?
I don't like secrets, Miranda. Just tell me what's going on.
I can't, Shepard. If that's a problem, I'll go.
Don't. Trust is a little hard to come by right now.
Of course.
You'll have your access, Miranda, but I don't like the sound of this.
I know, and thank you. It means a lot.
That's not the only thing you wanted to talk about, is it?
No. I need to tell you something. Confess, really. It's been eating away at me.
Confess.
When I headed the Lazarus Project to rebuild you, I wanted to implant a control chip in you as a safeguard.
I think you mentioned this.
I did. There's more to it. The elusive man stopped me.
Why?
Sounds like it would have saved him a lot of trouble.
Maybe. He didn't want to interfere with who you truly were. Something that just obeyed orders. He wanted Commander Shepard. Installing the chip might have ruined you.
Yeah, but I guess right now he probably wished that he did it anyways. But it's not too bad. I mean, you're always very, very cautious and very calculating, so it doesn't surprise me that much, and it's okay, I think.
I understand why you wanted to. I was a complete unknown.
I've never had to deal with that many black boxes on a project. I felt blind.
Why bring that up now?
I fought against my father and his need to run every aspect of my life. He wanted total control over me, right down to my bloody DNA. After I got out of there, I couldn't stand by and let it happen to my sister. I risked my life to get her away from all that. Yet I didn't give a second thought to destroying your free will when I had the power.
This is what's been bothering you?
Yes.
Miranda, I lost 2 years of my life. You gave me back the rest of it. You could have changed me in 1,000 different ways. But you didn't. I don't know how, but you brought me back.
Thanks. But with so much being uncertain, I just wanted you to know I always regretted wanting that chip.
Yeah, but it's fine.
You can't keep beating yourself up over the past.
I usually don't. But this was important.
Some things you just don't have control over.
Guess my fancy genetics can't help me there.
No, they can't.
Okay. I hate to say it, but I should get moving. Thanks for understanding, Shepard.
Of course. And Miranda, this thing you have to do. Good luck.
Don't worry, Shepard. I always have a plan.
I'm sure you have. I have no doubt about that, that if you do something, then you have a plan, and you have at least a backup plan. Maybe even more. Oh yeah, Miranda. So, something going on here? Tally.
Of course. We can have ships at the colony in 36 hours. Do you need medical support?
No, evacuating the colony is more than enough. Thank you, Ambassador.
Ambassador?
I'm coordinating actions for the fleet while we're here, evacuating colonies, bolstering Turian defense lines. I think it was right here. 3 years ago to the day.
What?
This was where Saren's assassins fired at me. I'd just gotten to the Citadel. I didn't think I needed my barriers up. My mistake.
Refresh my memory.
Saren had assassins after you?
Right. I disabled the Geth and found that recording that proved he was working with the Reapers. I went to Ilium and tried to inform the authorities, but Saren's mercenaries attacked me. I barely escaped. I stowed away on a Turian freighter and came out here. I thought I was safe.
Well, seems like you managed to survive it.
You never told me about this. How bad was it?
Got me in the arm. They used polonium rounds. I was running a fever in minutes. It was the first time I'd been really hurt on my pilgrimage. I ran to the Council Embassy, asked for protection, offered the data on Saren. The Turian clerk called me Soot Rat. He threatened to have me tossed off the station if I didn't leave.
I wish that clerk could see you now.
He just did. That was him back there. I don't think he remembers me.
I'm very proud of you, to help and to not rub it in his nose.
And you're assisting him in spite of that.
This war is too big for old grudges. You showed me that. We're at peace with the Geth. I can't waste my time on a Turian who made me angry. Besides, it all worked out. I made it to the wards. You found me. Happy ending.
And now the Turians will get the aid they desperately need.
I nearly reminded him who I was. Made him apologize, rubbed his nose in it. Maybe he and I both needed to grow up a little.
The difference is that you helped when it counted.
Thanks, Shepard. So did you.
Always. So, how much more is going on here? Huh. Alright, let's just do that. It's not too much, so let's go ahead and head to the courtyard and to cafe.
I've recovered the obelisk of Karza. It's waiting for you in Bay D24.
You have? It's amazing. Thank you, Commander. That's going to help immeasurably with some very sensitive work.
I guess so.
I pulled this from a Geth jamming tower. Maybe you can use it.
How the hell did you... Oh, never mind. Tech like this, I don't care where it came from. I'll have my people run with this. If the war comes back here, maybe we can save more lives.
That's good. So, but now let's head off the station. I guess there's more things that I could hand in, but there's probably more things to follow up, so I won't do this now. I will do that later. Just wanted to use the spare time to do something useful here, so let's head to Bay D24 and get back on the Normandy.
Now arriving at docking bay D24.
I think there's also something that I can give up, that I can give in here.
Sergeant,
not sure though.
I have a little brother.
Was there something?
Hung with a lousy crowd. A week before the Reapers, my brother sent me this excited message.
Apparently not. Okay. Alright, it was this guy here, but we also but we had already done that in the past. Alright, let's head back. So in the next episode we're gonna follow the traces of Anne Bryson, who's the daughter of Dr. Bryson that was killed in the first Leviathan episode. So let's see if we can finally get some of them out alive at this time. So it'll be fun, and I'll see you next time. Take care.